Ma?
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Who are... Emil, you were the one calling me, huh?
You still recognize me?
Yeah, sure. I knew you right away.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Kaine.
You look like shit. How long has it been?
5 years.
Oh. That's a
Okay.
long time.
Since we're past that,
We're still no...
skipping most of these things since they don't say anything different. There are going to be some small differences here and there, which you'll notice pretty quickly. But for the most part, most of the cutscenes I'll be skipping because it's just a repeat of what we already saw.
Right.
I'm used to...
We'll see.
Oh, that reading. Doesn't help that my throat was gummed up for some reason.
What is the... Kaine always sleeps outside. How could I have not noticed that? What the hell is wrong with me? We should...
Yeah, I can't skip this, though. Oh, more important stuff. I'll explain that in a bit. Let's just head back to the library really fast. Game, why are you giving me that? Okay, well, I guess that technically I don't need money. I'm not buying anything. I already got everything I need. This way. Alright, we had to talk to Devil first.
Hey.
Now we can talk to Popla. Alright, so we remember this guy, right? When something terrible came down from the sky, that was the Mother Angel, or the Grotesque's Queen, or whatever else you want to call her. I just go with what the Japanese translation was, which was literally Haha Tenshi, which is Mother Angel. Since the Watchers are, yeah, Watchers, the gods, the unspoken and such, they're all angels. That's basically what the Japanese translation is. Anyways, yeah. I mentioned before about where the salt came from and everything. Where if you refuse the pact, you become salt. Anyways, this caused a thing called white chlorination syndrome. which basically turned people into monsters, more or less. It was originally just stuck in Shinjuku, if I remember correctly. And they ended up sealing it off with a thing called the Wall of Jericho. Eventually, the governments of the world decided that it would probably be a best idea to just nuke the area and get it done and over with. This ended up getting rid of the legion that was in the area, which is what the creatures are called. At this time, they were also being controlled by something referred to as Red Eye, which was their leader. Red Eye is a little bit of an interesting case in the fact that it was the leader of the Legion. It had military strategies, and it had red eyes. It was the only one that had that. A lot of people believe that it might be Kaim from Drakengard, who was forced into a pact with the Mother Angel, since red eyes were a symptom of the same thing in his world, and military, yeah, he had military experience and all that stuff, so it's a possibility. Also, I think Red Eye was also seeking out the remains of the Red Dragon as well, so maybe. It's not confirmed, so nobody really knows. But it's a common fan theory. Anyways, yeah, they nuked the area, and this ended up spraying the salt into the air currents and spread it around the world, which caused white chlorination syndrome everywhere. Oh, never mind. We got stuff happening. Yeah, we're gonna get to learn all these shades, and we can hear what they're saying now. That's the gimmick of Ending B. Anyways, as I was saying, white chlorination syndrome spread across the world, so as a means of trying to save humanity, that Project Gestalt ended up starting, so that there would be a clone army, more or less, to fight, while humans will still be in soul form to try to survive for the hundreds of years this could potentially happen. And that's more or less the backstory to NieR. There's a lot more information, and I would suggest reading Grimoire NieR for a lot more information on that. Only other things I can really think about bringing up right now is that I remember Kaine's grandmother being kind of a badass, and I think she might have defeated Red Eye, but I might be remembering that wrong. I believe she was a leader in the thing. Also, Tyrion was a total asshole and totally deserved whatever happened to him, since he sacrificed he was once a commander as well, sacrificed his entire unit, took Emil hostage to try to keep himself alive. When that failed, they decided to just straight up destroy his replicant data. So he's basically stuck as a shade forever. Also, since this is the second playthrough, that means this is going to go by really fast, because I'm way over leveled for everything that's about to come. Honestly, I could just run past... Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I can more or less just run past everything like I did when I went through here later. I was heading to the Shadow Lord's place because I really didn't need to fight everything on the way up. More or less why I skipped it in general, also just to save time. Oh no, I forgot. Block puzzles came back.
This is all too easy.
I'm almost disappointed.
Let's just ignore these bastards. Alright, I can't go up that way. Also, I should... Well, no, I'm missing one weapon. I know that much. It was actually in that last side quest I did. I didn't realize it was in there until, like, last night when I read up on it. But I do get that for... I get that same weapon for clearing this ending anyway, so it's not like it really matters that much. Also, in this playthrough, I will since C and D I'm just going to go right for the boss and just not bother with everything else, because there are differences in B playthrough, since, you know, there's a lot of extra cutscenes involving shades and a bunch of other stuff going on. So I will probably cover, that's my train of thought right there. I'll probably cover the other legendary fish at some point, as well as the DLC chapter, since I kind of skipped over that.
Who are these guys?
Certainly not your garden variety shades.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
I've heard of this. A cursed area where incomplete shades gather.
Oh yeah, we can hear Tyrion too now. He's also the reason why we can hear the shades. So yeah, Kaine's been able to hear the shades the entire time. Of course, she can't let her guard down, otherwise Tyrion takes over her. So if I remember correctly, he the first time he made her be able to hear their voices and everything, Kaine did not take it very well and kind of almost went completely insane from all that stuff. And Tyrion ended up shutting it off for a while. At least that's what I've heard anyways. So he was at least kind of nice about that. Sorta, kinda. Not really. He just didn't want to break his new toy, but whatever. Oh yes, and like one of the more important things that was mentioned in there. Yeah, you could probably tell that people hated Kaine before the shade possession and such. If you pretty much learned anything from the internet, it's pretty... yes, Kaine is a hermaphrodite. An interesting thing is that her original human self is actually a normal woman who was, I believe, ready to get married before she went to the Gestalt Project. If I remember correctly. Oh, I had to kill them all again. And her being a hermaphrodite was some weird error in the Gestalt Project. Which, speaking of... Oh, I will kill this thing. Dead. Anyways, interesting thing about the Gestalt Project. The replicants can't actually, Am I gonna get another cutscene? Yes. Anyways,
Kaine, Emil.
replicants can't actually reproduce normally. They still have sex drives and everything, but they actually don't understand reproduction or anything. Nor could they really read it in any books because
want them to let you
they straight up can't read them because they're in languages that don't exist anymore.
No big deal, right?
Basically, how they reproduced, so to say, was basically Popola or Devola would usually come up to them and be all like, "Oh, you're pregnant." Then they would take them off to some place and
Really, I like camping out with Kaine.
give them a baby.
Kind of fun in a weird way. Sometimes
And
we sit around the fire.
Usually they would,
stories.
I think they usually gave them with people that actually had families since they have records of that type of stuff. Like NieR's always paired with Yona, no matter what. Interesting thing is that in different routes,
Surrounded by a mob
that basically, as you know, there's two versions of this game, Gestalt and Replicant, which now you know the meaning behind those words now. As in, is that thing dead? Oh, okay. Ooh, shit. Ooh, 25%, nice. I don't need that anymore, but whatever. In different cycles, Yona is either NieR's sister or his daughter. So technically, Brother NieR and Papa NieR are both canon in a weird way. It's just each game happens during a different cycle. In fact, the years that both games take place in are actually different. So, just an interesting little thing. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very careful not to kill these things too fast. Because there's a lot of new dialogue for boss fights and such.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. They take to the end, I see.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
Gretel, stop. There. I see why I had to be careful. I just do way too much damage now. Much talking.
You felled the beast.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey there, Sunshine. You ain't feeling bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now. You gotta lust for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
Kaine! Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
No! Kaine!
Get back.
What is that?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine! Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Please come back!
Oh right, I forgot. It gets turned off when you, because of fighting a Shadow Lord when Vice goes away. I forgot about that part. Fanny, please stop. Please get off the damn wall. That'd be very nice.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe. Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is, we're gonna get you back! I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away!
All right. All right. Thank you. I'm all right.
Rabbit. Got the keys. Chase to kill them all.